Hi, so today is Tuesday, and we are switching to a new math standard. Our math standard for the rest of this week and most of next week is about fractions. And it says, partition circles and rectangles into 2, 3, or 4 equal shares. Describe the shares using the words halves, thirds, half of, a third of, etc. And describe the whole as 2 halves, 3 thirds, or 4 fourths. Recognize that equal shares of identical wholes need not have the same size. Wow, that's a lot. What does that mean? Well, we're going to read this book. It's called A Fractions Goal, Parts of a Whole. A Fractions Goal, Parts of a Whole. Fractions are a portion, a piece, or just a part of something that is larger, like this segment on this chart. Or look at this round pizza. It can be cut in 2, or 4, or 6, or 8, or more, whatever best suits you. But let's say that if it's cut in 2 and you pick up 1 slice, if you've got 1 piece out of 2, it's 1/2 to be precise. Next, cut that pizza into 4 and take 1 single piece. 1/4. That's 1/4 now. Can you see how the size has been decreased? So now, if someone wants 1/2, 2 slices will be needed. 2/4, this is 2/4 right here, and 1/2 are the same. There are different ways to read it. Fractions also work with groups, like 2/3 of the players, 7/8 of the jugglers, and 1/2 of the mayors. Pretend you have 3 uncles and 2 came for a visit. That would mean 2/3 were there. That's not so hard now, is it? Let's say the third one that then showed up to join in all the fun. That's 1 whole group of uncles, because 3/3 equals 1. Fractions come in handy if you ever help with cooking. You'll see them in the recipes for breads and cakes you're making. 3/4 tablespoon of salt. Add 2/3 cup of flour. 5/8 cup of chocolate chips and bake for 1/2 hour. So see all these fractions they used when they were baking? The numerator is the word for the number that's on top. Like the 3 that's in, we lost 3/10 of this year's crop. You can see, if you want to count them, there's 10 rows in his field, and 3 of them didn't make it. So that's 3. 3 is the part that didn't make it. Whoops, I can't point. 3 is the part that didn't make it, and the whole field had 10, so that's 3/10. The number underneath the slash is the denominator. Note that nearly all the time the bottom number is greater. Fractions can be used in pizzas, planes, and cranes, and plants. You'll know more than just a portion if you give them half a chance. So what is a fraction? Do you know? Here's a whole picture of different fractions. So a fraction is a piece of a whole thing. And it has to be an equal piece of a whole thing. So today we're going to be talking about when shares of something are equal or unequal in our lesson.